Hi everybody, this is Ellen. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this little ornament. I think it turned out super cute. I love the shape, I love the little like jewelly things and the little dividers. Not quite as fond of my colors that I chose for this one, but I'm going to remedy that in the tutorial. Band wise, this one used 192 white and then 40 green and 80 red. I am going to change in the tutorial the little row that goes right around the very top where the green and the red are connected. If you want to do that with me, it's 36 per row to do that, and then you would reduce the white by the 72, I guess. So I just think it'll look a little bit prettier in a different way, so I'm going to try that out as well. It is of course hook only, well not of course, but it is hook only, and I think it is squishy, but because it's double banded it does keep its shape pretty well. So, but we'll get started. Super cute. Hook, and we're going to start at the top portion here and then kind of work our way down. So first we'll start, like I said, everything is double banded, so if I say pull up bands it means 2. So 2 bands on the hook wrapped around one time into that figure 8. I'm going to be calling this the center or the cat band, one of the two. I know some people have a hard time finding it after we get started. You can use a different color if you need to, because it does get hidden pretty well in the top or in the bottom too, but so kind of keep that be an option to help as well. So we have the cat band or center. Then we're going to chain 3. So 2 bands, and we're going to pull them up 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3, like that. Go back into your center, chain 3 more, so 1, 2, and 3, so like that. Then this is where that row is. I told you I was going to change the color, so if you want to leave it the same, you can just use the same color bands, but I'm going to change it this time around. And I'm going to take 2 bands and pull it through everything. So like that. Then I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll go back into our center, and we're going to repeat basically what we just did here 4 more times. So into the center, chain 3, 2, and 3. Back into the center, chain 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. And we'll take 2 bands through everything. And then chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And back again into the center. Chain 3. And if anybody's wondering, these bands are they were from Michaels. They're the metallic Rainbow Loom ones. Had to sort them, but I don't know if they have similar ones on the website or not. I can't remember right now. So after you've done that, go back into the center, chain 3 more. Although the gold ones are just like the gold jelly that are on the website, I know that. 2, and 3. Then 2 bands through everything. and chain 3 again. 2 and 3. Like that. 2 more to go. So back into the center. Chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Back into the center. Chain 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. Then 2 bands through everything. And chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more to go. So back in the center. Definitely mostly talking in chains this time instead of crochet terms, just because it's easier. But so back in the center, do that chain 3. 2 and 3. Back into the center. Chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And 2 bands through everything. Then chain 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. And then if you used all the same color for the bottom, like I did on this white one, you'll want to find the 4th chain up. So you have the 1, 2, 3, and 4. So my 4th one is where I started the gold, and that's where you're going to stick your hook into that spot right there. Now, where we are is we're going to start doing this middle green part right here. So we could actually just start chaining up in that color. So I'm going to be doing all gold for my middle portion as well. So I'm going to chain 4, but then because my row, like I just did, is going to be gold as well, the last 2 that I chain are going to be gold too. So if you want to have this middle divider, once you've got your hook in here, you're going to chain 4, and that'll be the same as this green portion. And then for your row up here, you'll chain 2. So if I follow this one exactly, then it would be I'd chain 4 green ones and then chain 2 white ones. So hopefully that makes sense. So now I'm going to chain 6 total for myself. So pull 1 band, or chain up 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. So I've got the little green portion done, and then because my row up here is going to be the gold as well, I'm going to do 2 more chains. So 1 and 2, like that. So now, if you go over, you can see where we came up right here. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. 4th one comes to the point of our chain, or in my case, my green chain ones. So that's what you should have all the way around. But what we're going to do is we came up through this one right here at the top. Then we're going to skip one and go into the next chain, just through the half of it. Go in through there. And now we'll be working on the little jewel type things here. what we're going to do is chain 4. So pull a band up. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're going to take our hook and we're going to go in through the first chain of, in my case, the kind of red burgundy color here. So I'm going to go in through that first spot right there. And then I'm going to chain 3 from that point. So 1, 2, and 3. So it should look like this right now. You have a 4 chain and then technically another 4 chain, but they're coming out of the same spot. But then what we're going to do is take 2 more of the kind of jewel color, pull it through just the jewel part, and put that back on your hook. And now we're going to do what would be the border or the top color for the white. So pull a band through, back on the hook, and 1 more. That's what it looks like now. So once again, we're going to work on another little divider, or the green on this one, if it's more noticeable for you. So we're going to go in through the top of this, where the green one meets. We're going to go in through that top stitch right there. Going through there, chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it should be here. And 2 bands through everything. This is the border. 1, and chain another one, and 2. It should be looking like this. So once again, we're going to make another jewel, and it's going to go into the middle stitch right here. So we have 1, then there's a middle, and then there's 3. So right there, we're going to chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, go back into the very bottom of that chain we just did. Put your hook through there and chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. So like this. Then take 2, the same jewel color, pull it through just the jewel portion. And this is our border color. Pull 2 bands through everything. Back on the hook. Then chain 1. Then again, we're going to go in through the top of our little green area here. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and take a band through everything, and then chain 1, so again we're going to make another jewel, so find that middle chain, which is right here, hook through there, chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and go back into the bottom of the chain we just did, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 2 bands just through the jewel portion, and that border color again, 2 bands through everything, and chain 1, much better colors, loving it. So now find the top of the next little green portion right here. We're going to do our divider, so going through there, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and take a band through everything, and chain 1. So as you can see, we're just repeating a pattern all the way around. We're almost finished here. So again, we're going to find the middle of the next kind of open section, stick our hook in through the top bands, and we'll chain 4 of our jewel color. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And go back into the bottom chain, pull up 3 or chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 2 of the jewel color, and pull it just through the jewel bands, back on the hook. And our border color, 2 bands on the hook, and then chain 1. Much prettier colors. I'm loving this one, seriously. So again, find that next portion over on the top of the little chains we did below. Put your hook through there, chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, then 2 bands through everything, and then chain 1, we're going to make our last jewel. It's going to be in the middle of these last 3 stitches. Like so. So chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And go into that first chain of our jewel chain. Then chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then 2 bands just through the jewel. I don't know why I decided it's called a jewel, but it is. Like that. And then pull through 2 bands through everything. And then chain 1. And then what you want to do is come back to this first part we did. I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this 5th one up, I'm going to put my hook through that one. And now we're going to start doing the bottom portion. And I'm going to kind of do this maybe a little weird or hopefully not difficult, but I want it to be able to close or look the same on the bottom as it does on the top. So it kind of has a more, I guess, similar appearance. Kind of weird about stuff like that, but what we're going to do is make the little portion of the 3 chains, and then if you feel comfortable with it, you can leave them on your hook and just keep going around doing the same 3 chains out of the right spots, and then at the end pull a band through everything. It does get, especially if you're using the rainbow loom hook, crochet hook would be better, but it does get to be a lot of bands on here even if you pull them back farther. So another option is that once you get those 3 chains made, so we'll chain up 3 and then chain up another 3. Once you have that, pull a random band through and do a slip knot, which is what I'm going to do because I think that'll probably be more people who have kind of this issue. I'm going to do a slip knot in the top 2 of those and then just kind of let them go, and then chain up the next portions as we go around and then connect them all together at the end. So after I have my hook through that 5th chain up there, take 2 bands, the color you want to be the bottom portion, pull them through, then you'll want to chain 2 more, 1 and 2, and then again you're going to go through that same spot, and you can either go through just the 5th chain, which I'm going to do, or you can try going through the entire thing again. I don't think it really matters a whole lot appearance wise from the outside, so I'm going to go in through that, just that 5th chain, chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And here's at the point where I said you could either slide these down, and then we'll go in through the next portion over, which would be the next section here, and then do the chain 3 up and then just keep pushing them around, or you can just do the random slip knot for now and keep it secure until we get back over there. Obviously want to use a band that isn't going to slide off, which might not be this band. You're too slippery. I should have known. We definitely don't want our work coming undone behind us. So random band that is not slippery. I say random just so you can see it a little bit better as we go around. Well, the bands must hate me. There we go. So it'll be like this. So then you'll find our little sections here, they come out of the top of our dividers. So I'll put my hook in through the next one right here, then do my chain 3 and then chain another 3. So chain 3, 2, and 3, and go back into the same spot, chain another 3, 2, and 3. And once I have all those on the hook, I'll pull through my random band again and make a slip knot. And into the next one, chain 3, 2, and 3, back into that same spot, chain another 3, 1, 2, and 3, random band, next spot, chain 3, 2, and 3, and go back in the same spot, chain another 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then random band to slip knot, and then the last one right here, chain 3, 2, and 3, back in the same spot, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then you can leave these on the hook if you want. So we're just going to kind of start going around and closing this off. So how I'm going to do that is I will use the bands, the color of my top, although you don't have to. I'm going to make a slip knot chain just by putting a couple bands together. You can make these on your hook as well. Find another hook. You just put a band on your hook, take your other band, pull them through, both ends on, and then pull, in my case, the front 2 bands through the back 2 bands and make a slip knot. So I was going to make a little chain just so I don't lose anything, because that would be bad and make me sad. So keep it on, hook, pull through, and I can kind of let it go because it's on my finger and through. And I have my slip knot band here, I'm going to undo a little bit so it's not so tight, hook the small end, grab the other end, pull my band, or pull my hook through using that band as a guide, get rid of that slipknot band, and grab my threading band, pull that through, slide everything way down. And if you need both hands to do this while you're going around, just once you get something through, just do a little loose slip knot and you should be fine. So like I'll go through the next one, grab that little slip knot so I don't lose it, take off, hanging on to the other side of the slip knot, pull it through, get it back on my hook, get rid of the slip knot band, and then I have this loose, grab the one end, pull the other end through, and just kind of spread it evenly around, and then again make a little slip knot if you need to. Slippery bands. I have to make it a little tighter than I want. And just do the same thing again. Grab that little portion of the slip knot you put on, pull the other band through, keep it hanging on to it, slide your hook through them, and again grab your threading band on your hook and pull through. And now I've almost got them squished between the knots, so I'll be alright. Then we'll do our last one here. Grab that little part, slide my hook back through, grab my threading band, pull through, get the other end on my hook. I usually try and spread these around so they're even, try not to have any bunches. Do the slip knot. Squish this to do it. Like my bands are slippery one second and then the next moment they're sticky. You can't win apparently. So like so. And then if you have the longer threading band, I just take it and pull it up through the other side. Oops. And then if you kind of crisscross it around back and forth between underneath the cap band area, you should be able to use this to hang it as well. So I'm going to pull it through other side. I don't want to go through anything though. Try that again. Pull it through. Just go through. Now I have the little cross on the top. Now pull the band underneath that. And we should be close to centered for our hanger. So give it a little tug. Actually, it's kind of weird, but I found that to get the shape to kind of round out, that if I kind of beat it around, it seems to do that. So I get the rounder shape, the jewels pop out like they're supposed to. Fabulous. Different bands will of course produce different looks, so kind of be aware of that. I know it's my version, I think it's very pretty this way, so hopefully you do too. I think, yeah, much better that way than this way, but that's my own opinion, of course. But I love them. I think they're great. You can see the difference. Of course, I played with this one a lot more, but I think they turn out really pretty. I hope that you agree. Just kind of different. Trying to work on a few different things for Christmas for the hook-only stuff, but like I've said before, hook-only stuff takes definitely a lot more time to put together and get the patterns the way that I like them. So this one's a little dramatic, of course, but that's kind of what I do, I guess, sometimes. So, and of course you can squish them however you like them to look. Squish. But I want to thank you for watching. I definitely appreciate it. You can share these with me on my Instagram, which is @craftingfantastic, or on my Facebook page, which is feelinspiffy or Crafting Fantastic. There's links underneath the videos if you need those as well. And then of course it'd be awesome if you subscribe to my channel. I would definitely appreciate that. And I will have more for you soon as I possibly can. Thank you very much again for watching.